What is up, Mavs fans and hoop heads? Wish everyone good vibes out there. I'm AG, your host. Welcome on into another episode of Mavs Rundown. Appreciate you all for listening. And tonight, the Mavs take down the Pelicans at home, 111 to 106. They escape with a victory after having I think the largest, I don't know what the largest lead, but at least a 25-point lead in this game. And the Mavs escape with a victory, 111-106. And, largest lead, 31 for the Mavs. Largest lead, 31 for the Mavs. And we escape, and unfortunately we have, if you haven't heard yet, Luka Doncic go out, and Davis Bertans in the first half. But Luka Doncic goes down in the third quarter. Get more on that later. We'll all really have on it. He goes hurt, right heel contusion, right heel soreness, bruise, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully it's all good. Hopefully he just needs some rest or all that on it, and he'll be good for the next game. But man, he had 31 points in basically 22 minutes. Is like the fewest amount of time he needed to get 30 points, something like that. It was something crazy. Like, he was on a roll. He was definitely going to get 40 by the end of this night, if he didn't get taken out, because it was like as soon as Luka goes out, it was like things kind of just fall off the rails, man. The wheels just come flying off. It was almost a disaster, but the Mavs able to save this game and save the W, come away with the W, add it to the standings, because definitely every W is needed, and with how close the standings are nowadays, right now. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. No Zion for the Pelicans, obviously. He's still out, but they did have Brandon Ingram for the Mavs. No Seawood, no Maxey, but good news that they are practice. They're full go on physical practice. They said, or do contact practice. So that's good news for them. They should be coming back here soon. They said Seawood probably first. They're actually even traveling with the team on the road trip. So it's all good news on that end. So we had Luka, Spence, Tim, Dodo, and Dwight Powell start tonight. First quarter, man, it was Luka leading this Mavs on an aggressive lead. They end the quarter, it was 40-22 Mavs up. Luka had 21 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists at the end of the first quarter. It was like all Mavs. All the other guys were just hitting their shots. That just continued over, honestly, into the second quarter. They just continued their dominance this whole first half. And, just Luka and then the shooting of the Mavs. They had 30 in the second quarter as well. They were doing so great at halftime. It was 70-43. Mavs up. Luka had 27, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Mavs were shooting 57% from the field and 47% from 3. I think we had like 10 or 11 threes at halftime, something like that. The Pelicans were shooting only 43% and 11% from 3. So Mavs just doing it on all phases, doing really good defensively, offensively, and taking care of the ball. The Pelicans had 13 turnovers, and the Mavs had, I think, like 5. And I think Mavs had like 20-something points off of those 13 turnovers. So turning those turnovers into points, that's good. Good to see. As I said, Davis Bertans went out at the end of the first half, which sucked because he was on one tonight. He was 3 for 3, all 3 threes. He was killing it before he went out. Wish he could have stayed. It would have excited, and especially a game like this, for him to get some minutes, get some run. He would probably could have broke that 20-point plateau. That would have been cool for him, just with how he was shooting that first half, man. He was on fire. He was on point. Third quarter, this is when things started to get a little bit bad. Mavs continued the good play at first, and then Luka hurts his heel. I don't know exactly what time frame. I guess I should look that up. But basically, at some point, really in the third, Mav just or Luka goes out with his heel contusion, heel bruise with 31 points. And after that, it's kind of like a letdown from guys. And then on top of having that kind of blow to the team, Dwight Powell gets 5 fouls with 4:30 left in the third. So there goes like your only real playable center, because obviously you didn't even play JaVale McGee tonight. So that was literally, and then Davis Bertans gets hurt. So that was literally your only playable center. And so he gets 5 fouls with 4:30 left in the third. Kind of a big turning point. Gives Pelicans momentum. They end up winning the quarter 33-25. By the way, Pelicans announcers suck. Or the one guy does. I don't know. The one that gets all excited. Whoa, whoa, whoa. He's too much. I remember he was a Luka hater before. I don't. Yeah, I don't like that shit. No respect. I don't like him. Anyway, but for the Mavs, fourth quarter, or end of the third, the Mavs were still up 95-76. So we still had like a 19-point lead, but they were starting to cut into it. So it was like, oh shit, here they come. Fourth quarter comes along, and it was just like a slow turmoil. Spencer not hitting shots. Other guys just not be able to knock. Honestly, it wasn't just Spencer. It was a lot of guys. Tim Hardaway did not have a good night. Only 9 points. 3 of 18 shooting. 2 of 12 from three. Spencer was able to get to the line, but it was horrible shooting tonight. He was 4 of 19 from the field, but 2 of 6 from three, but was 11 of 12 from the free throw line. So he finished with 21 points. But his shooting was terrible. He couldn't hit anything tonight. And the other guys were just like, the whole team shooting just went completely down. It was like everybody just felt that Luka went out the game, and it was just crazy to see the Pelicans kind of take over that momentum. And just the Mavs cannot create anything because we have no offense. We have no set plays. There's nothing we run. It's just, hey Spencer, do the same shit that Luka can do, which obviously no one can do. If anyone could do it, they just beat Luka, but they can't. So there was like no pick and rolls. It was like all ISO. It was just ugly, to be honest. As a Mavs fan, it was ugly offense to watch, and the Pelicans were able to cut this game within 10, with 3 minutes left in this game in the fourth quarter. And they even get it down all the way down to like a 4 point game into this game. There was an out of bounds play. Josh Green throws it in. Brandon Ingram tries to save it, and does he step out? Does he not? I don't know. Whatever. You'll see on the 2 minute report. But Mavs able to escape. We're still up four, so they would still had a couple, pull off some miracle shots still. But Mavs able to escape on this one, come out with a victory. We had to actually go at the end of this game. They were giving the ball instead of Spencer having it in his hands and driving and doing whatever. They actually did that with Josh Green, believe it or not. Yes, Josh Green was doing that tonight. That's who they had post game talking to. Josh Green finished with 15 points tonight on 7 of 10. Shooting 1 of 2 from the three, 4 rebounds, 2 steals. He had a pretty good, solid night, man. Attacking the rim, attacking on defenders, like just defending on Brandon Ingram at the end of the game. He did some really good stuff. Good to see there. No turnovers, luckily. But yeah, good stuff for the Mavs. Dwight Powell was, man, that energy he brings. It's hard to put him in any type of trades that don't bring back a quality center. So hope y'all remember that moving forward in this trade deadline. Like, can't just move Dwight Powell if we can't get a quality center back. In his 27 minutes, only seven. He had 7 points. He fouled out actually tonight too. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. Just knows where to be, but unfortunately his size lacks, as we all know. But man, if only he didn't foul out, he would have been big and helping the Mavs keep the lead, because we just needed one big out there to kind of muscle around, get some rebounds, help get some boards, and bring some energy, because we just had a small lineup. Once Reggie goes out, and obviously Davis Bertans, no JaVale McGee was played tonight, and so we went straight, all five, switching small ball basically. So it was really tough to see the Mavs do that and then not set any type of screens, not run any type of motion offense or anything like that. Just kind of frustrating as a Mavs fan to watch. But anyway, the Mavs escaped. Luka finished with 31 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, and his 23 minutes tonight was just killing it. Was just on one. I'm telling you, he would have easily had 40 probably to at least finish this game. Even in a blowout, he would have had at least more points at the end of that third quarter, possibly. Uh, let's see who else. Spencer, I already talked about him. He also had 3 rebounds, 4 assists to go along, and a steal, 2 blocks for Spencer. Tim Hardaway did just bad. Dodo, solid, got 13 points. Most of his stuff done in the first half, really, I think. I think he had 2 threes in the first half, so only finished with 3 threes. But had 7 rebounds, 4 assists, steal, and a block. Off the bench, Reggie Bullock, 34 minutes, 4 points, 1 of 3 from 3, 4 rebounds. Didn't take that many shots. Look for him to be more aggressive. We need him to be more aggressive. Take some of those shots away from Tim Hardaway. Split those with Reggie Bullock. But every time it's for some reason when Reggie and Tim play, he kind of always defers. And then when Tim goes out for some reason, it's like Reggie kicks in. Takes all these threes and stuff. So got to get a healthy balance going there. He had some Jaden Hardy minutes. He only had 10 minutes tonight, but had 2 points, 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 3 from 3, and a steal. At least he's getting some run out there. Better than nothing. I think that's about it. That's all I got to cover for you tonight, man. Mavs just escaped with a win after being up by at least 31 at one point. And that's it. Now we're going on a road trip on a 5 game road trip coming up, and first game here coming up on Saturday, February 4th. It'll be at Gold State, and that's at ABC games. Excuse me, y'all. It's 7:30, so y'all be ready to check that one out. Everybody's gonna be watching, so hopefully Luka will be back for that one. I know this will we'll really see how healthy Luka is on this one, because he'll want to play in these primetime games, especially against a Golden State. So if he's really not healthy, not good to go, then it's something to keep an eye on. Especially with this trade deadline, man, here coming up, man. Got the pod still coming up for that. Don't worry. It'll be coming soon. I know everyone's speculating on different stuff, but I love to get all the last info in before everything cracks down and get this thing out. So we will get that in. Other than that, Mavs got this road trip coming up. Hopefully, we get continue this 2-game win streak on. We keep it going. We play at Golden State, at Utah, at LA Clippers, at Sacramento twice, and then before we're coming back home. So the Mavs really got buckle up, take care of business on this road trip. It'll be much needed because the standings in the West. I don't even have that pulled up. I need to pull up real quick. Give y'all real quick info. I know the Mavs, I haven't done that in a while, but the Mavs are right now sitting at 5th in the West. Pretty good right now, but things can change, because between 3rd and, 10th, or not even that, 10th, 3rd and, I'll just say 10th, 11th, 12th, and 13th, Oklahoma City Thunder. It's like 11 games to 5 games, so it's like not that much of a gap. And, a quick, not counting Sacramento, my bad, not 3rd, 4th, because Sacramento even has a 2-game lead, damn, on the 4th Clippers. But between the 4th Clippers and Oklahoma City Thunder sitting at 13, it's basically, 4-game gap. Like, that's how close this Western Conference is. So one bad week, one bad road trip, or anything like that can really mess things up. So the Mavs got to at least keep things afloat, keep things solid, and hopefully there will be a trade coming in, because this Mavs team needs talent. Moving forward, I don't want to get into details of what I think the Mavs should do. We'll keep that for the pod. But man, we are looking forward to that. All right, so if you want to follow on Twitter, it's at Mads_rundown. This podcast is free on YouTube, but you can also find it on Spotify. I'm AG. Thanks for listening. Remember, cool heads prevail, and I'll see y'all next time on the Mavs Rundown.